Good morning. Thank you for tuning to the channel. Eric Bernaccio here, bringing you a tip of the day. And we have our daily reading out of the Alcoholics Anonymous Daily Reflection book. And today is June 1st, 2020. And the topic is a changed outlook. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. When I was drinking, my attitude was totally selfish, totally self-centered. My pleasure and my comfort came first. Now that I'm sober, self-seeking has started to slip away. My whole attitude toward life and other people is changing. For me, the first A in our names stands for attitude. My attitude is changed by the second A in our name, which stands for action. By working the steps, attending meetings, and carrying the message, I can be restored to sanity. Action is the magic word. With a positive, helpful attitude and regular AA action, I can stay sober and help others achieve sobriety. My attitude now is that I am willing to go any length to stay sober. This right here is a good word that was written in the Alcoholics Anonymous book, and it's about a complete change, and this is biblical as well, having a transforming of the mind, a renewing of the mind, and to be able to be made new, whole, and complete. Let the old self die and become resurrected through Christ. And I like how it says that the AA stands for attitude and action. Like, there has to be an attitude change. There has to be a desire to change. There has to be the willingness to change, and it has to be just a different perspective on life. Like before, when we were consumed, when I was consumed by my addiction, like it was all about me, how I'm going to get more, who I'm going to engage with today just to get what I need, who I was going to manipulate, lie to, steal, cheat from. And it was all about how somebody was going to better me. If they were in my life, it was because they were a pawn in the game of chess, and I was moving all the pieces around, and it was really self-seeking, destructive, and very dark way to live, being consumed with self. So when we have an attitude change, we start to be selfless and attend more to other people's feelings and help others' needs, and just be someone who is carrying the message to others that there is hope, because we've had a change in us. So now we want others to see that there is hope for them to have a change, because we were of the hopeless variety. And then it gets to a place where we can be restored to sanity. Like our thought process can actually be of some normalcy, where we don't have to run out and meet the dealer every time we have $40 in our pocket, or we don't have to run to the liquor store every time we get $10 in our pocket. Like, this is destructive thinking, the ways and means to get more. So when you're actually able to have normalcy in your thoughts and actually save money and actually become a productive member of society, work, pay your bills, just do what people should be doing on a daily basis in order to maintain a susceptible lifestyle. Because the lifestyle I was living before was definitely not one that I would choose to live again, I'll tell you that much. Never knowing where your next meal is going to come from, not showering for weeks, like just being completely miserable, but being content with the hopelessness because I see no other way. And then action. Action is the magic word. Like, we have to put forth our attitudes and our changed self into action. And we actually have to do work. We have to work on ourselves. We have to remove these defects of character that control us and deceive us into thinking that we can do certain things, and that certain things are justifiable, and they're not. Like, you have to have a complete change. You can't expect to stay sober or clean or in a relationship with Christ if you think that you can just go and do whatever you want. You can't do certain things. Like, there's certain things that'll corrupt and destroy your mind and destroy your soul, and it'll put that foothold in the door for the devil to get in, and before you know it, you're not even on the path that you were on. You're already halfway in the other direction without a bat of an eye. And I like here at the end where it says, my attitude now is that I am willing to go any length to stay sober. No matter what, any length. And that's how I feel today. I don't like to refer to myself as a recovering addict. I like to refer to myself as someone who has overcome addiction by the blood of Christ, because I am made new, and that was the old self. I can say during my active addiction years and when in reference to my past, but I am no longer what my past was. Like, I am a new creation through Christ, and that's part of being a changed outlook on life. Like, I feel like if you, and this is for me, if I was continuously saying, I'm an addict, I'm this, I'm that, then like you're instilling negativity into your head. Yes, I understand the concept of admitting and not being in denial, but I'm past that. I think there's multiple different stages. I think there's in denial, then there's acknowledgement, and then there's overcoming. And like I'm at the stage where I've been grateful enough and gracious enough, glory to be to God, that I have overcome this, because I have found a solution that works, and I have found the way of life that God has written out for me to follow, and it's a completely changed outlook. I'm no longer ashamed of who He is. I give Him representation through all my affairs, and I tell people exactly who He is, because there's no shame in His Son dying on the cross for me and bearing my sins, so that way I don't have to live in bondage. And I am forever grateful for that, and there is no way that I could ever repay Him, but I feel it as a God-given, purposely duty to be able to share the hope that He gave me and this new life that He's given me. And that's part of having a changed outlook, and that's part of being proactive and being active in my recovery to help others. I hope this video helped anybody today, helped somebody today, and that everybody has a blessed day.